Live, baby. We live. So I mean, you got a cup for me? Perfect.
Cup. I ain't got room to join on my ass off.
Yeah, no, I'll grab one for me.
Hey, you said on me you were drinking. That's why.
Yeah. Well, yeah, he ain't drinking. Yeah, that's
Oh,
right. I'm mine. Who's the asshole now?
yeah.
Me.
Almost was just like,
Fuck you. I'm taking the pack. I ain't taking no
I'm glad
pack.
turn TV off.
What? Yeah, you should turn that down. We don't own the rights to this. We don't own the rights.
that's why you gotta put the video.
Yeah, we don't own it. Yeah, but turn it down at least. We can hear it. It's fine.
No, I can hear perfect.
I know. I want a little bit. No. All right. We don't own the rights to the songs in the background. Please don't fuck us with this. That ain't it.
Oh god.
Now do
You want it off or do you want it in the background?
I don't know. That's the thing. If all of a sudden we do this whole thing,
No, I don't. I know how to.
Maybe a little touch.
I can
We
just
don't
tag
own
this. I can
It's
just
a good
tag
vibe.
this video in it.
Well, you gotta hear it. So let's. Alright.
But no, it's right now. You can't hear that. So
We're live, baby.
Slightly.
yeah, it's alright if you can hear it at all.
Not live.
Pour 'em up. Pour 'em up.
Give me more.
I was just
I
gonna
said pour 'em up.
Pour them up.
Pour 'em up.
We're back.
Yeah.
Well, I mean,
Oh.
oh, I know it's one of those moments.
No, took the oath. Took the oath for at least a month.
What about to go drink it out?
Yeah.
And I fucking just take a nice little snort of that. I was shot this dude. Pop! Taser! Boom! Oops!
It's-
Dude, that's not good.
And it's not cool that it's funny that someone got murdered.
No, but I'm just
It's
saying.
funny that people don't think that it's murder.
But it's 100% murder.
And to me, why I'm just making such a, I guess, so light of it, it's just that they really, it just goes to show, like, obviously you can tell that the person didn't want to kill this person, because she was saying taser.
Yeah.
But it's like, dude, you gotta know that you got your
Yeah.
fucking taser.
It's
in that
straight
gun.
neglect. It's
So
straight neglect.
She's really smart to cover her tracks, and maybe she wanted to kill the dude the whole time.
No,
Like, I'm covering my back.
no, see,
No.
no. That's where this means. I'll say this, and I'm gonna get a rise. But this shooting, they're rioting again. This had nothing to do with race.
You can't tell me it was an
This
accident.
has to do with police just
This is
not
I agree
in
with
this situation was just simply not doing good enough. And defund the police, that's the worst thing you could do.
That's not what it is.
They
That's not
need
even
more
what it means.
training.
It's not what it means.
That's not what it means, dude. You don't. It's,
You can't
they want
defund
they
or
want
take
to
them
read-
away.
They want them to look at where all their money's going to in the police.
Right.
And that's
it
that's
should
what
be
they're
going
saying.
towards.
Yes,
And
they
it
should
should
do that.
And it should be going rather than all this other
Instead of
bullshit.
just giving to.
And it should maybe be going towards the training of.
But
the
I know when I hear
police.
defund the police, you cannot take them off the streets. There's still good ones out there. There's still the issue here. Just lie. I mean,
No one said there wasn't good ones out there, dog.
but it's becoming an issue more and more every day, and it's just
Why? Because cops are still shooting motherfuckers. If they just stop shooting motherfuckers, don't be.
I don't understand why it has to keep happening. Because this is the thing, like we talk about in my job, that can't happen. I understand that I'm not dealing with.
And the argument is that then they can get shot at and not have to right, but it's like.
But there are times when these kids or adults have weapons of some kind.
Doesn't matter. Escalation of force.
Yeah.
Right.
If you're a cop, you should not shoot somebody unless you're getting shot at.
I was just in Brainerd today, and I teach a class to new employees of the state, and we talk about it's called EASE,
Yep.
effective and safe engagement.
Yep.
So this is like when people are escalating because of something, and what we teach people how to protect themselves. If I'm gonna punch you in the face, there's a move. You were part of the state. We teach all that, but that's like in the middle, and that's just a portion of it. We talk about how to fucking talk to a person and find out why they're doing it, why they're doing this. And there's these crimes. I mentioned in a Facebook thing, there's these crimes that people will do, and they get in trouble and then they become a felon. and I get it. You're not supposed, like, there's a law for a reason. Riley's told me this before. He goes, there's a fucking law, so then don't do it. But if you don't want to disagree with it, even if it's a dumb law, but it's in the book, so that's what it is. It doesn't matter.
Yeah, it doesn't matter.
But what's dumb is the punishment behind it is because, okay, now all of a sudden you do something. If George Floyd, let's say, now I'm going into this, and this isn't that hairy shit, so we'll see. But like, okay, so really he was fucking calm because he still looked fucked up and he had counterfeit bills. That's a felony right there. But now let's just say Riley hypothetically had some fucking. Riley hypothetically had a counterfeit $20 bill. Felony. Boom. He gets in trouble. He doesn't get killed. We'll just hypothetically.
I wouldn't get caught.
But I'm just saying. But well, and you're good. You're sneaky. You're a criminal. You're a criminal. I'm kidding. But what I'm saying is, like, now that Riley would get in trouble for this $20 bill that is a felony to own and possess, he is now a felon. And now, if he wanted to move on in life with a different job, that's on his record. And just because of someone mistaken, that alters what he's able to grow and do what he's like
And become, yeah.
and it's not right, dude. It's like, why we putting these people?
But you know what the
what the law is.
Yeah, you know what's gonna happen. So why you do it in the first place?
I get it,
but it's not. It's still, in the end, it doesn't mean death at the end of it.
Exactly. But I'm just saying, yeah, you shouldn't get in trouble, but like at the same time, I mean, you should get in trouble, but at the same time, it shouldn't be like follow you for the rest of my life, for the rest of your life is what I'm saying.
It won't.
No, there should be programs in place so that you're not coming back for a second or a third time. Create a different environment.
You're talking about like rehabs instead of sending people to jails and shit.
I'm not.
Or college.
Not even necessarily rehabs. I don't know exactly what it is, but somewhere where you get, I know it sounds like rehab, but you get with a better group of people. Don't lock them up. Don't put them in facilities. Don't restrict them, but get them around.
You arrest people for doing drugs and then they end up going to jail, and they get out and they get arrested for doing drugs and they go to jail, and it's just a cellular happening. But it's because
why are they selling drugs? Why are they doing drugs? Like,
because they're addicted to drugs.
Why is anybody an addict? Why you just all of a sudden do
Why are we
it?
sending them to a rehab right away instead of
Money?
Yeah.
Well, dude, how much does it cost to keep someone in prison?
It doesn't matter if there's privately owned prisons.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. The privately owned prisons are absolutely killing it.
They're making someone.
Like some sentences, they keep longer because you continue to make money on those
People make money on people being.
There's not very many state
and that's not
prisons
right.
out
How wrong is that, dude? Like that's
you should. It's not right. You shouldn't be making money on that.
But then why would you want to stop people from going to prison if you make money?
I mean,
see, it's just the world's gross.
It is. It's an extremely disgusting world that we live in right now. I just can't.
This hand is way better.
Puts you in a better place.
So Alabama obviously treats their inmates like shit. Their average cost per inmate is $14,000. Alaska, I get that, I guess, but also Arizona, $25,000
Dude, but look at their prison expenditure
per inmate. Per inmate.
Per what? How per year or what?
Per. What is it? I guess 2015 was this stat, I guess. So that's per year. 20,000 per year.
Damn, right? That's comfortable. That's a little comfortable.
Right. And so now, if you make this dude learn something for 15 grand, which it costs to go to school, and if he all of a sudden, you're like, all right, now you fucked up.
No,
you do this.
No.
What do you want to do? We're going to give you this opportunity. And now if you don't do this, because if you're already spending this money, you might as well let him go learn something that he wants to do. And if he doesn't do this, then your ass goes to jail.
Give
bitch.
Give them an opportunity.
You're skipping a step though.
What's the step? Because
then stop doing what they're doing to go to jail in the first place.
right, I guess because then I would want to do something bad, like stab Riley, or not stab Riley, but do something crazy. That way they were like, oh yeah, we could go to college now. But no, I
No, but you know what I mean?
blood
Like,
and guts and gore.
people that go to jail used to go to jail again, so you just need to figure out why they're doing it and stop that. Then you can send them to college.
So how you
college
gonna-
on their own.
So,
Send
so,
people to
so the
rehab
first
and
time, so
shit.
first timers.
Everything. Like, instead of going to jail for drugs, go to rehab.
Okay.
Like, there's shit that obviously ain't curable, like fucking pedophiles,
Yeah,
Right,
that shit. Those guys gotta go.
murderers, and
Gotta go.
We're talking about these
I'm
laws of things that are fucking not heinous, not heinous and fucking
yeah.
sick in the fucking
Yeah.
head.
And then
We're
like,
talking laws.
the charges on like for like
Okay.
moving drugs, like they should not be that high. Like you're not doing anything that's not gonna get done regardless. Otherwise, the government's gonna do it somehow.
And I would agree with that. But
Yeah.
now I always look at the
Well,
other
then
side
that
because then now they got some.
Just because this motherfucker sold a bunch of drugs to get a nice ass house, but he can't have his nice ass house because it's not because he built.
Because he's not paying. He's not paying a fucking tax.
That everybody else is saying I'm not gonna pay, but he's actually not paying.
Right.
So who's a bitch in the end?
Yeah, I just don't understand how we came to this point and how we're still here. I know again it goes.
No,
it'll
you
go
gotta
back to
trust
money,
in the
but-
justice system too.
No, you don't trust the judge. In this world now, you can't. It's not possible. to trust
there's
the
true
justice.
justice out there.
I know people want
I read
want
about
to
it.
believe that, but that's just not true.
You gotta look at all the facts. You gotta not.
And the facts don't always present
Don't
themselves.
watch somebody get kneeled
And the
back
facts-
their head
the facts-
for 9 minutes and then say that he didn't die because of that.
The definition of third-degree murder is acting without regard to human life. Ask yourself that question. It should be very easy. Did he act without regard to human life? Yes.
No, but it looked
third-degree
like he
murder.
wanted to do it.
He wasn't
In my
stopping.
eyes.
It was not. They found, like I said, they found another 45 seconds in the first day. Now they're going to his girlfriend and they're doing stuff. Just doesn't matter.
I haven't been paying attention.
But he didn't die.
Because after the first
But
couple.
he didn't die because he was getting the knee in his neck. That's
Why
what
did he die?
because he was on drugs.
That's what everyone's saying.
That's what autopsy said.
What? I saw the first autopsy said he died because he fucking couldn't.
No, it didn't say it. It said because he died not because of
He died because of overdose.
like a whole bunch of other shit, but it was not.
I don't know.
It was not because he was trained or whatever it's called.
I think it was the equivalent of being shot with a gun. Basically, I think he would have died of an overdose, but from
I
that,
don't think, dude. You know how many drugs someone has to take probably to die from overdose? I don't know. I
Yeah.
don't do drugs, so I don't know.
no, I think that had they've been able to get him in the car, I think he maybe would have died in the next 5 to 10 minutes, maybe a half
He's
hour.
foaming out of his
But
mouth
it's like he
before
got-
he's laying on the ground.
No,
Okay.
I'm saying but it didn't happen that way. If some people think that, either way, it was like the cops shot him dead in the middle of the day. Still doesn't matter. It's still murder. It's
It
still
was like
like
he
it's
shot
either-
him for 9 minutes straight though while
If-
people were watching.
If he'd have died in the back of the cop car, it's different.
It's a different story, and they didn't
Wait,
let it get there.
You know what I'm saying though? It's
This
not-
fast
if the
forward.
cops shot him, that happens quick. It's done. This
Yeah.
dude, it gained a crowd because he's making a show out of it.
Yeah, and they made a show. They're playing this game like they were afraid, and this crowd was grown. There wasn't that many people there, and
But there
they
was
shouldn't
more-
have been scared for their life. Just get up off the guy.
I'm just.
He had stopped fighting. It's time to back off and go on to your next step and try again. I mean,
It is hard to put ourselves in when somebody else's shoes in that aspect. I will say that.
never tried to
I don't think it is.
I know.
I don't think it is.
It is.
You don't know how you would react in that certain situation.
I wouldn't be very happy. Maybe
You
my
can
knee would have been in the back of his neck the same way, but it wouldn't have stayed there.
Hindsight is always
Yeah,
20/20.
yeah, you can try to put yourself in people's shoes, but you never can.
I don't know.
Because you cannot. I will disagree. would we agree maybe?
You can't tell me you know what it would be like if for someone else to do something. You know what I mean?
No, I just think in this situation.
In my head, I'm just like, okay, if I was this man, I feel like I would.
No, because how are you gonna know
Because
what it would feel like to feel like
I don't know.
man?
I don't know.
You don't know how his head works. You know what you think you would do in a situation, not what somebody else would do in a situation.
And so what I think in my situation, I feel like if you hear somebody talking, and then all of a sudden they don't, for a little while, that should mean they're fucking like kind of like, yo, where you at, or what's up, you know? But like you said, you can't put yourself in that shoes, and who's to say now that I say this, that I would say this? Who knows? Probably not. But if you're trained well, because I honestly feel like with the training that I do at work, we lift people off onto the side, we restrain them. You can have two cops do the same restraints that we do to somebody and make it work. And we make sure that their chest is off the ground.
You don't do restraints to me.
Bullshit.
I guarantee you, I would not let it happen.
Bullshit.
Why?
When 3 or 4 people get you, yes. We get you down.
Yeah, in the end, but what I'm saying is it's not that easy.
No, it's not always pretty, but we have.
That's the problem too. Motherfuckers think that being a cop would be easy. It should be the 100%.
Well, no, and it's never an absolute. You can't say that, this is what would happen. Because not every time could you get somebody behind somebody else in a situation like how we teach people.
I understand why cops get scared, but I don't understand why their first reaction is to shoot people now.
Right.
I just think for cops, it is a last resort. I think when you take this job,
It's probably a little portion.
How is that the last resort? Did you see at the point where she shot him?
Yeah, I'm not saying they're using it at last resort, but that's what they're telling people. No, that's when they're trained to use it as last resort. But I also think as a cop, you should not even use it until like a gun is presented right in front of your face. And you have to be willing to die, I think, to take that job.
Yeah.
I think you sign up to die.
Yeah.
Sometimes.
Hell yeah.
I don't think we have the right
But
to
it's
take
the same with the military.
Yeah, for real.
Yeah.
But somebody in the military.
Escalation of force. Like if you're in a war, you cannot shoot at somebody until you get shot at.
Yeah. So you sign up to die. You sign up to get shot at first.
You can someone could be pointing a gun at you. And until they shoot, you can't shoot back.
That's the rule.
That's
the law.
Hell yeah. 100%.
And so that
Yeah,
is
look
so
it up
why
right now. What's up? EOFs of the military.
EOF.
Yeah. Like, why isn't it
Okay, it says escalation of force is used to prevent military and law enforcement personnel from causing harm to enemy combatants who are surrendering or wounded and out of combat threat.
EOF standards and protocol are there to protect civilians and
their property.
So click on it. Read a couple of them.
Okay.
Hostile act and hostile intent. Yeah.
A hostile act is defined as a threatening act against U.S. forces, coalition forces, and civilians. An example of a hostile act is an individual firing a weapon at civilians, U.S. forces, or coalition forces.
Hostile intent is just a threat, and hostile act is harm or death. Did you see that? And so, a hostile act.
Hostile intent is a threat or act of intent to cause harm or death of U.S. force or coalition forces or civilians. An example of hostile intent is an individual group attempting to place an IED, which is
Improvised explosive.
so like a fucking claymore or a mine. Yeah. So
A homemade bomb.
so you shoot them once they get there. A shove. You can't just fire a weapon into a crowd
No,
to get
you
them.
haven't gotten to where it says at the bottom of
Shoot.
it'll say where you can shoot.
Shoot. Once the threat is verified and all other EOF procedures have been followed, you may fire your weapon matching force against force to eliminate the threat. You will not fire warning shots and must minimize, only use up to the amount of force to eliminate the threat. You cannot go firing an MK-19 into civilian populace against people who are firing at you with an AK-47.
But we can, but in the cities, they can go fire smoke bombs at people's houses that are sitting on the porch.
You must minimize any civilian harm and collateral damage. Once again, you will say one of the most important parts of ELF is PID.
But
Just never make assumptions as a military.
after all procedures have been followed, you may fire your weapon matching force with force.
Force with force.
So you cannot fire your weapon until you get shot.
Yeah. I don't know why police are shooting.
That's what I'm saying. How is it not the same?
Exactly. Wait.
How is it not the same?
It should be.
I mean, like, then people feel bad for the cops that are gonna lose their job. Why?
Yeah. You just gotta take.
Well, like it's like that movie. Remember, they should take her gun away at least and give her a wooden gun. Yeah.
What is it?
Oh, the other guy, Will Ferrell.
Yeah.
They give him a wooden gun. She gets a wooden gun from now on. Like at least, you know.
Yeah, Dirty Mike and the boys.
Yeah, that's a very interesting point. I did not know that. That should be a law. You heard it here first, folks.
Well, it's I
They
feel
should have heard it before.
the standard it should be held for law enforcement because they hold the power of authority, same as the military does. The law, you can't just send the military. The president can't just send the military to just say, you know what, we win.
So I get being scared as shit for your life, but like, you would think somebody's gonna run and get a gun, so you're just gonna start shooting.
Yeah, don't escalate it. Maybe if you just relax and approach things a little bit calmer. I get that there's situations where you are gonna have to act differently, but
nowadays cops are walking up to people who they're pulling over for speeding,
And
they got their hand on their gun.
yeah, step out of the vehicle.
Wait, what the fuck are you doing? I was going 66.
Yeah. What do you need me to step out of the vehicle for? And they can't answer the question. It's just got to be step out of the vehicle, and heaven forbid you ask why, because then you're disobeying.
Yeah, and then then everybody else is like, why didn't you just do what he said?
It's like, what do you mean?
Well, yeah, exactly. What do you mean? What did I do? Sometimes it's like, what am I getting out of my car for? I was going 65. I gotta get out of my car. What for? I mean, that's obviously never happened to me, but I know that it's happened to people. It just doesn't make sense.
No, it doesn't. It's not.
It doesn't make sense. These people are ludicrous.
But the world's a good place.
Well, it's a place.
Wednesdays and Sundays.
It's a place that'll never get figured out. I mean, this shit will happen till the end of time. Until we
What
get.
do you mean? We're not trying. No one's trying to figure it out. How you gonna figure out the world? For real. You know what I mean?
Yeah, we're not gonna solve all the world's problems in one day.
Like, everything is what you make it, like, so everything's something.
Yeah, I think if I can say one thing on it, it's just time to kind of unite. Honestly, it's time to stop the fighting and the bickering and.
Because in the end, what's the point?
Yeah, what's the point?
What is it?
Is it?
I think.
Like, is it enjoyable for people to hate on stuff and be like mad?
I think so. I think it gives people something to do. I mean, today, you go on Facebook and all it is, it's just arguing. They're taking to it. There are people who just decided to
I
take
seen
the
on
fight.
Facebook today somebody said, "I'm not a racist," and I was like, "Dude, you're not the person who gets to decide if you're racist or not."
It's like giving yourself your own nickname.
That's what I told her.
Yeah.
I was like, "That's like somebody giving himself a nickname. That's not how it works, dog. Like, you're just gonna be like, I'm not a racist, and then say a bunch of racist shit.
Exactly. It's not gonna work.
That's why I laughed really hard. That's me.
Little splash there.
Yeah. No, I just don't get how they get away with it. Honestly.
Well, I think it is like. Well, not unfortunate, but like what I'm saying is, I think it is gonna start holding a standard to these people. Like, you can't just start fucking killing people and not have repercussions for your actions.
Yeah, it's good to see them
God,
going.
it's been happening the whole time. Now we're just seeing it more because of social media.
If I would have punched somebody at
now
my,
everything's got a camera, so now we see it more.
If I would've
this has
punched-
always happened.
if I would have punched somebody at my job, I would probably lose my job.
Yeah, you can't do it.
I would probably get a charge with assault as well.
Well,
and neglect
not
and
you,
everything
you
else.
wouldn't get it. And you'd probably get a bunch of cards and stuff from all your coworkers and probably a cake too.
In jail, yeah, probably.
You wouldn't go to jail first.
Oh yeah, you go to jail. You
No,
punch.
he wouldn't.
You punch one of your consumers, clients,
Vulnerable adult.
vulnerable,
Gone.
vulnerable.
God!
You'd
Might
not.
be-
If you punch them,
You might be canned, but you ain't gonna go to jail.
Neglect. You going to jail, baby. You gonna sit.
There's no way you would. He probably wouldn't even get fired. He'd make up a cool story
That's-
about how it happened.
no.
I mean, unless it, but I
And
think.
his coworkers would treat him like it was like a retirement. And he'd go get a better job anyways.
I mean, the only way is
Why
if you
not?
end up with a TBI when they pay it out. So.
What if I knocked him out?
Dropped.
Dropped!
Don't give yourself too much credit.
I mean, threat neutralized. You didn't fire until shots were fired upon you.
And I just leveled them. See, no, but that's not what I teach in Ease. It doesn't matter how many shots they throw. It's how many shots they throw at me, I'm fucking in. Yeah.
See, that's what I'm saying. I would just beat you up. You know what I mean?
You know, overhead strike, boom.
Yeah, gorilla punch,
This?
donkey punch.
Yeah, so you know how you defend that?
Yeah, not karate chop you in the armpit, make you
You
shit
know,
yourself.
hand, make a fist, fist. Boom, no, fist. Yeah, see?
See what I'm saying?
See, you can't do it.
Take you a little bit.
That's ease, baby. Oh, fuck me.
Karate chop. Break the wrist and walk away.
Yeah, that's.
Napoleon.
I can't show off our moves here.
No, not yet. Think it's gonna be nice enough to get out and practice here soon?
No, not for like 2 more months now.
Half, yeah.
I went golfing on Sunday.
I was there. That was nice.
Yeah, fuck you. I was doing pretty good until Ryan.
Yeah,
Then I just started talking shit to
you
Ryan.
were talking shit to me.
That's how I got mad. Everything was so just ugly all of a sudden.
Yeah. I was the
But
best.
no,
I was the best.
time out. And the best shit that happened was Ryan comes up and he lost the ball before he even started playing.
Oh no.
Before he even hit the ball, he lost the ball.
I was like, dude. I was like, I had 2 balls. No,
Another go.
and now I had 2 when I was walking up to the tee box. I was like, yep, I already lost the ball. This is gonna go well.
Yeah, that's funny.
Then Hercules told me he had unlimited balls, so I just started ripping them.
Yeah.
Yep. Away you go. Boom, bing, 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 bing.
Yeah.
And he started doing pretty good too.
For a little
I
bit.
had some good shots at the end.
Yeah, I was.
Yeah. I got on the green on 18, first try of the year. That was nice. That was nice.
I was talking so much shit to Ryan too when we were golfing. He was talking too much shit too.
I was.
I'm sure.
I mean, Ryan golfing is fun.
Yeah,
I
no,
didn't get
I was
better
golfing
meetings
so
off
bad
this
too. I was pissed. I just signed up for
I wasn't
league.
doing that
I
well.
signed up for league. I'm gonna be
Yeah,
that's
that's
like
a
3
good
handicaps.
Are you gonna do? Who are you just gonna be a partner?
I'm just gonna have 2. I'm gonna be a partner.
Just 2 shots.
Yeah,
Every time. That's funny.
No, I heard good.
Oh, I'm not sure.
Yeah, it'll be fun.
He asked me first.
I don't care. I said Ryan has good for me.
That's fine.
Shut up.
That's fine.
He asked you first. You know he didn't. I was over there.
I was over there.
I'm
Yeah, he was there when he asked you, but he wasn't there when he asked
No, because he was asking Jeff, and he's like,
I have to call her,
He
but-
said, who should be my partner if Jeff in? And I was like, well, dog, I'm the other best golfer you know. He's like, you're right. He's like, you want to do it? I said,
He's
yes.
filming. Herc, straight himself.
Tell him about it.
Because you know you asked me first.
I've been asked to be best golfer.
I've been asked to be on 3 different teams. Herklers, Cam Halverson, and Jared Stockton. They all ask me, who do you think is the best golfer? They're all want me.
Live stream our golf match on Sunday.
Yeah. I'm
$25.
working on Sunday.
Yeah, good excuse. I won't be.
Live stream with them.
I will, but I beat you.
Yeah,
What do we
stream
do
on
now?
course.
Friday? I don't know what Friday is.
Thursday and Friday.
Yeah.
We'll get out there. I'll record this.
Lux wants to go smelting in Wisconsin. Have you ever done that? Have you heard of smelt?
Smelt like
a
swords?
smelt fry?
Oh no.
I heard smell fries.
Yeah, they're like little
panfish.
mini fish. They're like mini. They look like mini.
They have smell fries in Cosmos.
Lake Lund, right next door to my house.
In Cosmos, they have them too.
Oh yeah,
I've
it's
been
not
there
as good
once.
as Lake
It's
Lund.
been better.
It's not as good as
It's
Lake
been better. I said,
Lund. Out of town.
I believe so.
Yeah.
Cause you're not cooking it, are you? No, you're not. Do you know who's cooking it? No, you don't. Have you tried it? Probably not.
So you don't think they can do as good as me?
I think we do as good as you, but if
On that-
you haven't tried it, you can't say it's
On that
better.
fish note, do you guys like sushi?
Yes.
I had that shit this weekend in Brandon.
It's very good.
Very good.
Glad you had it.
There's a good spot there.
Yeah. Sushi is very good.
This is, nah, I can't taste it.
Any sushi companies want to sponsor us? Oh yeah.
I'll reach out to him next time.
Walmart guy in Wilmer who makes the sushi. You got a few fans here in this household.
I've never had your sushi.
It's very good. Brought to you by yours truly, Alex Hendricks.
A-Town brought the sushi. He's the sushi man.
Walmart
He
guys.
says there's a guy in Walmart.
He says you
Oh yeah,
don't
not
know.
Walmart. It's
You don't
Cash
even
Box.
know.
Oh,
He's telling me to
Walmart
go eat this poison sushi.
Oh, fuck.
Based on Alex's.
Out, yo. Cash right now. We don't want to plug in Walmart like that.
Gee, yeah, I definitely don't want to play Walmart like that. I think that caps it for me. You guys got anything? Like that's about it. That's about it.
Oh shit, I got lots to talk about.
Well, see, you don't want to talk about yourself. I want to talk about Riley. Like, dude, what, you went out of high school to the military? No?
I went to college.
Oh, yeah, you went
I
to
had a
college.
kid.
See, I didn't know.
He was banging all over
I
town.
had a kid already.
Banging all over
I had a
See,
kid.
now, yeah, I'm already lost in all this. We've been friends for
Went to
years.
College.
And
College for a year. Down to
what was the college?
Ridgewater.
What was it? What?
Down to Ridgewater for a year. And then out to the Army.
And you already had Brooke.
Right after high school.
Boom.
Yeah, she was pregnant when I was in high school.
So Riley was just slanging it back in high school.
On accident.
Huh?
On accident.
Well, that's still out. You were accidentally slanging it.
Yeah, I did. We had great plans. You know, when you're young, you see everything, you know everything.
Mm-hmm.
We
I'm there. I know it all.
Yeah,
Nah, no, you don't.
I think I do.
I know. You so
But yeah.
reminded.
So then you decided after a couple of years of college, it kind of wasn't your thing, or what the fuck?
Yeah, I just needed to get away. Give it away now. So I was like, shit, how can I get away and act like I'm not trying to get away? So I'm gonna show the military, dog. Sign up for that shit and I hopped on the next shit. Like 3 months later, I was in basic training.
Boom. Where did you go? Where basics? I see. Yeah, good going. Where'd you go?
Fort Knox.
Fort Knox. Oh, no. Isn't that's the money?
That's
You didn't rob that place?
No, I was trying to, but I was in sneaky enough, I guess.
Damn, Fort Knox.
That shit's cool.
You've heard of Fort Knox? Well, see, I went to Fort Benning. You been there?
Yeah, I've been there, but you didn't go there for basic training.
No. I went there for what do they call it? A blue cord or something ceremony,
Yeah.
right?
Oh, for like graduation?
Yep. The AIT.
I see, I ain't go to AIT. My shit was all,
See, Zach was in the he was in the
he was like some
National Guard
Wait,
infantry.
he was infantry and
He went to basic.
he didn't have AIT. Oh, he did? Weird.
I'm pretty sure. I went there.
Because
That's the only time I went there.
combat arms is usually all the same. Like basic training and AIT, I always get it's called the OSET. Because, like, other people go to basic training for, like,
What do you go for 2 years? Would you go for 2 years?
no, basic training is only like
See, that's what I'm saying.
14 weeks. 3 years and 14 weeks.
See, I don't know the details.
So basic training is 14, but it depends on where you're going in the army for. Like, other people, like, their AIT can be, like, a year long. But they still go to basic training for, like, 8 weeks or 10 weeks or something.
Right. That's
Yeah, a
all.
lot of people go to college for stuff.
They might have split it up.
Or, like, so people sign up for, like, the graphic shit, you know, like the 3D maps. So their AIT is really long, but, like, so he was in infantry, I was a Cav Scout. And
What's the Cavs called?
gangsters.
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 What does that mean? I don't.
You go and you see what's in front of everybody. And you come back and you be like, yo.
What do you mean you see? You fly a fucking plane or you're flying?
Sneaky, dog.
Oh, you just play hide and seek with these
Yeah,
motherfuckers.
Yeah, you're the spy.
But you don't
Cast
see me.
scout. You go. You just cast scout. You go scout everything. I know everything. You're the first people
Right.
in everywhere.
Well, you are a little guy. You can just crawl up in the nooks.
They had me carrying the fucking saw, dude. That shit was so big.
Saw.
Yeah.
Big
Belt
gun?
fed, yeah. So, wow. Shit was
Obviously. I couldn't sign up for the military though. That shit is
Thought
not.
Oh, you could.
I could.
Your dad was in the military.
My dad was.
Yeah. My dad's in the like that's how like
I
it's like
thought-
everybody all my dad's family, all of them like it was just like
I put thought to it, but I just feel like if I sign up, all of a sudden they're gonna send me to go do something weird that I'm not for, and I'm like, you know what? For freedom, it's like, yeah.
man, it's
I don't
not
know if
even
this
for
is.
freedom,
I don't know
it's
if
for
this is
money.
holding
It's
this.
for
Yeah,
money.
exactly, and I'm not down for that.
I'm down for money.
My own money,
Your money.
money, 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 money.
Cash.
Money mad, money
I'm
make
just
it rich,
saying,
money make it rich.
you do it if you wanted to. You
If I wanted to, I don't.
You didn't even do it if you didn't want to. 'Cause I didn't want to do it.
Zach didn't want to do it, and he did it. I guess. So how long were you gone? How many years were you in? You're still
Yeah, 3 years,
3 years?
14 weeks.
And you ever get deployed?
No. That would have been good. I didn't want to get deployed though.
I feel like that'd be scary as fuck.
No.
It depends upon where you get
Oh,
deployed.
no, it don't matter. You deployed, it'd be scary as fuck. Because people die.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah,
They sign up to die.
The cops don't. I'm just kidding. I'm
Weird.
just kidding. I'm just rude. Cops do die.
They do die. That's,
They do die. And I like cops.
yeah, one of my friends, I was in the cops with it. One of my good friends, Frank.
I'm not putting my head back.
Let's go do a little ride with him.
I've done a ride on Frank. See, I'm not against him, dude, and but
But there's laws we don't agree with, but like,
that's the law.
it's what it is.
But they shouldn't be holding people back, and that's what they're designed to do.
They don't
'Cause it's
find,
all-
they don't go and find people on purpose either.
Bullshit.
And you're not found for if they go find you for a purpose, then there's a purpose. You know what I mean?
And if they have the wrong information,
It's different, but the
sometimes
fact
just-
that they can pull me over, the purpose of pulling me over for a traffic violation and then finding something else, like that wasn't the purpose you pulled
Dude,
me
they
over.
didn't catch Jeffrey Dahmer and they pulled him over.
Still a motherfucker.
And he had dead bodies in his car.
Hey, man.
And he was smooth in the traffic stop.
He's so cool.
Right?
Probably invited the officers.
Probably had a little sip of Henny.
And then they went to his room and they, like a year later, and they smelled dead bodies right away. This is what it is. We'll save that story for another pod.
You know that, right? There's a purpose why cops pull people over. They don't pull people over for no purpose.
But I'm saying a purpose. There's little fucking things that they make a purpose of, like it's
They can.
to find something.
Yeah,
else.
like that time when I got pulled over because I was changing speeds because I wanted the car behind me to pass me.
Yeah.
And the cop pulled me over because I was changing speeds from 55 to 54.
Changing speeds.
Yeah. I was like, wow, bro. That's what you pulled me over for.
Interesting.
But I just gave him my shit and he gave me a warning. Changing speeds.
Probably because you had a fucking flat bill hat on or something and you fucking
But
looked young, so it's like, oh, this
yeah,
guy,
no,
this guy might have
been
something.
2 years ago. It happened the year before quarantine. Like the night before suicide was supposed to go off. I was boggled. Mind boggled by it. I was like, literally, I had a feeling there was a cop that was coming behind me, but I knew I wasn't doing anything wrong. All my shit
Yeah, that's
straight.
what
But then how you gonna just get on my ass and just keep following me and I try to like make you pass? Yeah, he didn't pull me over. I ended up pulling over the side of the road and he pulled over too and cut on his lights.
Yeah.
That's what happened. It's Then he came up with my own. Yeah, it doesn't make sense.
It's
Or freaking me out as a normal citizen going down the road, and they all of a sudden just whip a Yui, and they don't even do nothing. Like,
Oh,
it's like,
that's
oh boy, I'm gonna get pulled over, and they're just following.
That shit's fun.
Yeah,
they,
it's
they like flick their sirens or their lights.
sometimes, yeah, it's just like a
little warning.
Like you make pucker up your butthole.
And a discretion thing.
pull you
It's
over.
like, oh, I get to pick and choose too.
Yeah.
It's like that shit.
I'm in charge, not you. Yeah, it's a power stunt.
No,
Yeah.
that's why that shit's crazy. Cause that's serve and protect us. I get it. There's a speeding limit, but like, why is there so many fucking traffic cops? And why is speeding limit so fucking low?
Preach.
Cause cars are made to go fast.
And the brakes
There's a
nowadays,
reason why
and
cars
brakes
go
nowadays
110.
stop.
Yeah.
No brakes.
No.
All gas.
Oh yeah, it's a brake pads. Don't brake pads, bro.
Okay.
That's all we got.
KK.
Whoa. That's too many K's, dude.
I don't said
Too many K's.
Said two.
Yeah, you added two to my one.
Until next
Solid.
time, folks.
Yeah, you gotta say
Riley, you know always.
Ooh, he finally hit it! 1 out of 17!
Breaking the camera. That's
That's
nice.
looking good, getting close to softball season.
Brand new camera.
Getting close to softball
Shattered.
season.
Nope.